All right. Something that I've encountered far too often, and that is mind boggling, is this argument that, if you can even call it, this rhetoric that atheists, secularists, non believers will use in forums on the internet, as well as I've encountered this a few times in person, that I, I am almost as much as an atheist as they are. That they just believe in one fewer gods than I do. It comes up in Christopher Hitchens' debates against both Frank Turek and William Lane Craig. It comes up in the Q&A segments of various like apologetic podcasts and things. It's all over the place. And yet, what I would ask is, if that's true, I mean, we'll get to the philosophical definition of atheism and other things in a minute. Just examining it prima facie. If my theological or philosophical stance towards God as a theist is only one tick off from theirs, and thus I am almost as much of an atheist in regards to all these other gods as they are, then by that same rational line of logic, I am almost as much of a bachelor as any single guy at the, I don't know, ISU's campus down the road. And as a result, I mean, I'm only committed to one more woman than they are, so I guess I'm actually a closet bachelor, right? No, and in fact, I encountered this line of reasoning in an area where my wife and I were meeting with a couple that were just friends of ours, and we were talking and stuff, and he brought that up. This is few years ago, and I pointed like, listen, I'm married to this woman right here. I have one wife. I'm married to one person. However, I am not a bachelor to his girl. I'm not a bachelor to anyone else's woman. I'm not a bachelor to any other person that would take interest in me. In fact, if I was to portray myself as if I were a bachelor to any other person that was either present in the building at that time or any other place, I would be a fraud, dishonest. The same thing is completely and totally true regarding the theology of it, the philosophy of atheism and theism. Just because this is what it means. The philosophical definition of atheism, according to the Stanford Encyclopedia of Philosophy, is a person who does not believe that gods exist, that believes the proposition there is a God to be a false proposition. That's what it means. And so if you say that I'm an atheist, suggesting that I believe that no gods exist, even though I do believe that at least one exists, then you are the one that's being dishonest. And it's something that I think is really popular on the internet because of the fact that when you're looking at someone face to face and having that conversation, it makes that person look really, really silly. It makes them look, honestly, I mean, it makes them look really silly. So, no, I'm not a bachelor. I'm married. I'm not an atheist. I am a theist.